Going to another infrastructure issue. Does the town of Barnstable make the repair of its road a high enough priority? And we'll break that into two parts, dealing with public roads and also for private roads. And we'll start with Hank.
I'm sorry, David, I couldn't hear the first part of that.
Does the town of Barnstable make the repair of its roadways a high enough priority?
Excellent question, because capital has been one of my top priorities since I became a counselor, and I'm happy to say that Manager Klim has been responsive in terms of establishing a designated funding source for public road repairs, and the council got together with the manager and we got him to agree to fund $3.25 million every year in the budget. Now the council has to approve that every year, but at least that's a designated amount that will ensure that public roads, to the extent that $3.25 million covers, will be taken care of. I served on the Council Roads Committee up until just recently, when I think it's been disbanded. But I served on that for 6 or 7 years since we started it, and we spent a lot of time discussing trying to find ways to do repairs to private roads. And as you know, towns are not allowed to maintain repairs of private roads. You can't use public funds for private property, and so the town budgets annually. We have 900 private roads? It's a huge number. We budget annually $30,000 to take care of emergency repairs to private roads. Now, I live on a private road. Probably most of you folks live on private roads, and I'm sure you all have issues. We just had to, my street had to hire a company to come in and crack seal our road privately. We all paid because the town isn't going to do that, and yet we didn't want to see our road continue to deteriorate. So trying to find a way to deal with a designated program to work for private road maintenance is almost impossible. We had it on the ballot last year, as you may recall. It was an override question, and it was defeated by 80-something%. So the folks spoke. The town isn't going to fund private road repairs, so we need to go back to square one and find a way that makes that work. And I think an override process is probably the only way that'll happen. And overrides are not popular, as we all know.
June.
Well, certainly, I guess you could always put it on the ballot for everybody to vote on. But again, as Henry says, overrides are not popular, and I know I don't want to vote to have my taxes raised. And I hear that from my constituents when I'm shaking their hand and going to their doors. I would try to hold meetings. I'm new, so that would be something I would bring to the table with the residents to build a consensus on how to address the issue. You got to give me a chance. It's a ticking time bomb in terms of cost to our citizens, and we have many private roads in our precinct. Again, I live on a private road. If it came right down to it, I'm ready to pay the betterment if I would go that route. That's always there. So thank you.
Thank you.